So it's been about a week since my husband and I have started eating better and working out, and I don't think he's weighed himself this morning. It's Monday morning. I weighed myself and I have lost 5.3 pounds. So on the weekend, I'll plan out our meals, and this includes breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and like things he can take to work with him so he can have like a healthy meal when he's at work rather than like going out to a fast food place and getting something. And I've noticed in turn this saves money two ways. We save money because we don't pick up extra things that we don't need, like extra like snack items or, you know, pizzas or meals or something that is also unhealthy, but also we don't need it. And then we save money a second way because if I plan everything out, then I'm not running off to the grocery store in the middle of the week saying, oh, I'm going to make this for dinner. We don't have it. I need to go get it. So it saves us money two ways, and then as well as we're not picking up extra stuff that we don't need, like food-wise. So like today, before he gets home, I'll start cooking dinner. I haven't really decided. I have like a whole list of recipes that I have planned out for this week, and I'll just kind of pick and choose which one to do for today. So I'll cook dinner. I'll have dinner done by the time, or close to being done by the time he gets home. We eat dinner, give it a few minutes to settle, and then we go off to the gym. The apartment complex that we live in, we have a small gym here, so we just use the little mechanical fob that you swipe by the door, and you can get into the gym no problem. He's been doing a lot of weightlifting exercises, a lot of strength training. He's not a fan of cardio, so he just hasn't been doing cardio. He just sticks to his weight training. Me, on the other hand, I would like to get better at running, and so I have this app on my phone. Ooh, focus. It's the Couch to 5K free, like kind of over here, right here. It basically kind of plans you out like 3 days a week. I think it's for 8 weeks. 3 days a week you like jog and walk. Like it gets you kind of conditioned to start running. And so, for example, I have finished like 3 days and I'm on, this is old progress, but I'm on week 2, day 1. And so it's 31 minutes and it's just alternating between walking and jogging. And it's trying to get me up so I can run for 3 miles without having to stop, which is kind of like not like a scale goal, but more so like a personal goal that I want to accomplish. Also, we're working out 5 days a week, and so my plan is to do my running app Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then after I run, I do core exercises. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays is when I do like upper body and lower body and things like that, like alternating on the days. So that's kind of like what we've been doing workout-wise. Food-wise, I've kind of been using websites and then also going from what I know is good. So days where it's not like a big, you know, fancy meal or something, it's usually like chicken breast, grilled chicken breast, or boiling it. I like boiling it in chicken broth with like added like peppercorns and spices and stuff like that because it keeps it moist. And then also I feel it's one way easier to cook it. So like it'll be chicken breast. I like sauteed zucchini and squash, something like that, and then maybe brown rice or something. Just very simple, but I feel like you have to have like your protein, your veggie, and your starch kind of like on the same plate. So with my recipes, I have to track points because I am doing Weight Watchers, and this app really helps kind of track the points and calculate points. It's called Weight Watchers Diary, and it's free on the App Store. I have Android, but I'm sure it's on the Apple Store as well. But here, like you can see, I've already tracked my creamer for my coffee. Over here, you can track your weight, your activities, any favorite recipes or meals that you have, and then here you track your food points. And if you're new, like here's the layout for that. But if you're new to Weight Watchers, how you track your points is you calculate fat, carbs, fiber, and protein. And it'll calculate the amount of points a food item is for you just based on this criteria. So for example, my coffee creamer, for a tablespoon of coffee creamer, it's 1 point. So I've learned to kind of divide my coffee creamer so I only have like a half a tablespoon for 1 cup of coffee. So that way I'm not using a bunch of creamer like I used to. But it also keeps track of, I don't really use these right here, but it keeps track of your activity points and then your weekly points as well. And your weekly points, again, if you're new to Weight Watchers, weekly points are the amount of points you kind of have that you can freely use. Like if you go over, no big deal. Activity points, you work out and you gain these activity points throughout the week. And the activity tracker actually helps you calculate points because you just put in your weight and what kind of activity you're doing, and it'll tell you how many activity points that certain activity is. Also, since I'm not using the official Weight Watchers app, I'm using this app, which it's called Libra, and it helps track my weight and like it charts it for me how much I've lost. It'll tell me, I don't have my BMI in here. It'll tell me how much weight I've lost, like in the past week, how much weight I've lost this month, and then the rate I'm going, which, like, how many pounds I'm losing per week, like, on average. So this, I use this to kind of manage my weight, like, keep track of my weight and how much I'm losing and everything. Also, before I started eating right and working out, my biggest problem was drinking water and trying to drink enough water. It's kind of sad, but there were days where I would get dehydrated because I just wouldn't drink water. Because like in the morning I have 2 cups of coffee and then I may run out and do errands and then stop somewhere and get like a diet soda. But I hated water. I never drank water. Like, I would get headaches and my husband would have to remind me to drink water. I just hated drinking water so much. This really helps because I got it from Walmart. It was about like $5.50. It's 28 ounces and it has the little fruit infuser. Right now I have limes in mine. But like I said, it's 28 ounces and I had, I don't know if you can see, I had written like my little schedule for like when I need to finish my water. But I drink 2 of these a day, that's another personal goal of mine, is to drink as much water as possible and stay hydrated because I used to be so bad at it. But like I said, my goal is to drink 2 of these a day, besides my coffee in the morning. I believe, like, I think I've only had 1 or 2 sodas the past week, which is different from, like, the one every day I used to have. And it used to be a lot worse than that, but I've gotten a lot better. I do still crave, like, it's not so much the soda, I think. It's more so, like, carbonation. Like, I just love the carbonation of soda, and so, like, I might have 1 or 2, like, a week from where I was now, or from where I was previously. But yeah, this is what I've been using and it really helps get my water in. And because of the fruit infuser, you can basically put whatever fruit or vegetable or whatever you want in this and it'll help flavor your water. One thing that, like, I'm learning to control is, like, my cravings, because, like, I have a huge sweet tooth, and so whenever I bought, like, the ice cream bars or something, like the Weight Watchers ice cream bars, I don't know if, like, any of you guys have experienced this, but it's, like, it almost bugged me that they're in the freezer, and I'm like, oh, I really need one right now. So I would, like, ending up eating the ice cream, like, even though it was only, like, 2 points, I would have maybe, like, 2 or 3 a day. And so I've kind of learned, like, I can't control myself around that stuff right now. I really don't need to, like, even buy it. So I'm trying to learn how to have something sweet that isn't like, that I can control myself around. So for like example, last night I used a recipe for homemade pumpkin butter. It's 1 point for 2 tablespoons, and I had it with apple slices, and that was kind of like my snack slash dessert. So that was kind of like what I had to kind of satisfy my sweet tooth a little bit. Another thing that I'm learning how to do is going to restaurants and controlling myself, but then also learning how to order responsibly. I guess that's the word. We went to a restaurant yesterday. It was called Kickback Jack's. I've never been there before. It was kind of in the area where we were, and they had something on their menu. It was a grilled chicken dinner with a baked potato and vegetables. And the vegetables were like broccoli, zucchini, and squash. I asked for the butter and sour cream on the side from the baked potato, and that was kind of my lunch for the day. And so I had to roughly calculate the points, but I feel like, you know, that was a pretty good lunch, and I did really well for myself. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I haven't really decided if progress videos will go out every Monday or every other Monday, but I think it really just depends on how much progress I make losing weight and like moving towards my goal. So it'll kind of all depend and go from there. But again, thank you so much for watching. Bye.